Shalom Yasharala, all praises and glory goes to our mighty power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to the electmen that's feeding the sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai in sincerity and in truth with this great gospel. We're going to get into this lesson. We're going to start it with kick it off with the book of Habakkuk 2, verse 1. And it reads, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I'm reproved. And that's what we got. The Lord set up his certain men on the watchtower, and we're looking for troubled times for our people, man, to give a warning. What else? We're looking for the coming of our Lord, the coming of our Lord. And when you wrap all these things up in one, these are all signs of what? The end of this devil's kingdom, the end of this man's rulership, with the end of hell and the beginning of heaven for us. And the beginning of hell for this devil, because this devil's been living in his heaven right now, man. That's why it talks about the heavens pass away with great noise, talking about the missiles rocking this devil off his rulership power. I'm reading again. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am proved. And Yahweh said unto me, and he said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For what the vision is yet for an appointed time. What vision? And the mark of the beast, the MOTB, the World War III, right? The nation against nation, uproars of the people, famine, tribulation. We could keep going all day. All these different things that the Bible speak about being a sign of the Lord's coming. All these are the signs of the coming of our Lord, because these things must happen. I'm reading it again. And the Lord said unto me, and the Lord answered me and said, Salaki, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, man. Where are we at? We're at the end of this man's rulership. Matter of fact, let's get that. I'm going to go to the book of 2 Ezra 6, verse 7. It reads, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And the beginning of it that followeth, because we just read in Habakkuk, it says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. And what is that talking about, man? The end of this, the end of the heathen's rulership, the end of this white man's power. And because we know this is the last kingdom that we got to deal with, we'll never have to be underneath these other nations again. Once the kingdom of heaven gets established, this is forever and ever. I'm reading 2 Ezra 6 and 7 again. It says, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him. Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, right? For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man. You know these devils be having that song, it's the end of the world, and you know it. Yeah, it's the end of your world, Esau, the end of your rulership. Because you were not set up to rule forever. I'm reading the book of Job 14 and 5. It says, seeing his days are determined. Seeing his days are determined. The number of his months are with thee. You know what they be saying? Your days are numbered. Your days are numbered. That's Esau, man. Even he knows his days are numbered. They got this doomsday clock, and on that clock, they ain't talking about 24 hours left. They ain't talking about 5 hours left. They ain't even talking about an hour left. They ain't even talking about 30 minutes left. They ain't even talking about 10 minutes left, man. They talking about seconds. Seconds, man. Because they know they days are numbered. I'm gonna read, seeing his days are determined. The number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. He cannot pass, man. This man's not gonna go one second longer than when the Lord set him up to rule. And when the Lord set him up to rule, and there's nothing he could do to stop the prophecies. Yeah, there's nothing he could do to slow down the prophecies. Actually, things are speeding up. Things are speeding up. Let's get that. I'm reading the book of Matthew 24, verse 22. And it reads, and except those days should be shortened. There should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Shorter days means time is flying, man. Time is flying. You look, it's already payday. You look, it's already time to pay your bills again, right? Because Lord is shortening these days. Because it says if the Lord didn't shorten the days, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened, man. And that's who the Lord shortened these days up. Who the Lord speeding up these days for? It's for the elect's sake, man. So we can get the fuck out of here. So we can get the hell out of here. The Lord is speeding things up so we can get the hell out of here, man. I'm read the book of Luke 4, verse 18. And it reads, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he have anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. I mean, the poor is you Israelites. You're the Israelites. The Israelites are in a poor state. What did the Lord say? He was going to make us the tail. He was going to make us the tail. Don't be looking at a few celebrities with money in a hole. We are at the fucking bottom. We don't even have a home. We're not even in our own homeland. It says, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he have anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He have sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and recovering of sight to the blind, to set liberty them that are bruised, man. I'm going to read that, to preach deliverance to the captives. And that's all this gospel is all about, man. All this tribulation, all the troubles, all the chaos you see happening is leading to what? Deliverance, salvation, right? The Lord coming back, man. Matter of fact, let me get this verse. Read the book of Matthew 24 and 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming? The sign of thy coming in the end of the world. Yes, all these signs of the Lord's coming is also what? The end of this man's world. The end of whose world? Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And Yahushua said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. For nation shall rise up against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquake in diverse places. All these are the beginnings of sorrow, man. All these are the beginnings of sorrow. Yeah, we look to tribulation. We look to sorrow, because all that is what's going to lead to our deliverance out of this hell, man. Out of this hell, because this is not our rest, and we looking for better days. Yeah, we looking for better times. We're looking for better food, better air, better women, better children, right? We ain't looking to work for this fucking devil, man. We looking to rule over other nations. That's what the kingdom's about too. Rulership. Read the book of Luke 12 and 32. It says, fear not, little flock. Yeah, because with all this shit that's about to kick off, a lot of people are gonna get a taste of fear very soon. They might not fear the Lord, but they're gonna fear that death right before kicking in their ass. Right? Because that's how the Lord's gonna visit a lot of these people, man. He said, I know your fears. A lot of you people, you're gonna die by the things that you're mostly afraid of. Read Luke 12 and 32. It says, fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. To give who the kingdom? The children of Israel, man. Who's going to inherit it first? It's going to be first inherited by the elect. The elect. That's who's going to inherit the kingdom, man. That's who's going to be the first fruits setting up shop in the kingdom. 2/3 they're going to die and they're going to come back. But it's in the Lord's. I'm going to read it again. Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. That's why the Lord is shortening these days, man. That's why the Lord is speeding up time. That's why the Lord is judging more and more people, man.